Welcome to Coral Gables. What is up, CSBA? Top 5 action. North Carolina, number 4 in the country, coming to take on the number 1 Miami Hurricanes. Should be one of the best matchups of the season. Joining me in the booth, the man, the myth, the legend. I am so happy to have him back in, doing some color commentary. What is up, Mitch? What's up, buddy?
Yo, what is good, CSBA? 2 undefeated teams taking on one another. 2 top 5 ranked teams. I'm excited for this one. Let's get it.
Mitch, you know, it's been so long since I had you in the booth. I was waiting for you. I was just waiting for you to say, "What is up, CSBA?" Like I missed it, buddy. I'm happy to have you back in the booth. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here tonight and doing some coverage. Randall Thor throwing it up, no good as it rims it out. What are you looking forward to in this game, my friend? Is there any matchups that jump off the board? By the way, let me give you the call sheet because I don't think you have that. If you do, then
I pulled it up.
You pulled it up. All right, cool.
I'm definitely most excited. There's definitely several matchups that stand out to me. Jello, it looks like Blaylock's guarding Jello. I think that's a smart decision to put defending like Blaylock on Jello. That makes sense instead of putting CDC on him. And then also that Rando afterward against CJ Green. That should be a big matchup because that's each of the team's highest scorers or average scorers per game.
Yeah, for sure. There's some really good matchups across the board. These two teams extremely tough, both coming in at 3-0. It's sad to say that we've waited 3 weeks for this matchup, but I expect it to be worth the wait. And I also just see, it being, one of the best matchups of the season. I mean, the ACC is definitely on center stage here today. Aldo Medici now. He's going to drive, spin, move along the baseline. Rastafarian, good defense there.
You forgot to share the screen.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Sorry, I've been so quick to get everything going there. Apologies.
All good.
Oh, no, we don't want that on the screen. So nobody able to get going here offensively. The defenses have kind of stood still here, digging in defensively here. So nobody able to get on the board yet. We're almost 2 minutes in, which is crazy to say, especially with these two offensive juggernauts as Randall Thor can't get it to go. CJ Green rather with the rebound. finally, somebody able to score as Tucker Quirk takes that one in for the throwdown dunk. We got ourselves a ball game here, Mitch.
Yeah, it seems like the way that Miami play the matchups, they looks like they lean a lot more defensively. They have a lot of defensive archetypes to pair up for matchup against UNC's top players. So I think that's kind of what their plan was, and it looks like UNC kind of gave their usual look that they generally have.
Yeah, for sure. Faux show. Baseline. Counted in one. As Aldo Medici gets fouled. So he'll go to the line and try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Knotted up at 2 here. Chance to go ahead and take the lead, and does just that. It's a slow start offensively for both these teams, but defenses have ratcheted it up. And I think to your point, Miami's lineup certainly feels more defensive.
Yeah.
CJ Green with an N1 of his own, so he's going to go to the line and shoot one rather.
Yeah, CJ Green's definitely, I would say, the key guy for UNC if he can get going. I mean, he's been averaging 23.7 points per game this season, and he's been shooting 80% from the field goal range. So if he can get going, I think it's going to be tough for Miami to stop him.
Which is insane. I feel like he's taken it up another level since leaving Kansas. As Randall Althor, tough misses, it rims in and out. C-Web says it's definitely offense versus defense here for sure. I think that's why we've seen the slow start offensively for these two teams. Stafarian pump fake there. Looks like Duncan was going to sit up in the low post. He decides to come out and give Stafarian a pick. He's going to have to fire it up here. Mid-range Jay, no good. But I thought Jay Duncan was going to drop that down, but it does not.
Yeah, I did too.
Randall Althor from coast to coast with the butter and toast.
Yeah, you can see each of these teams struggling 25%, 33%.
The defense for sure is Duncan with a wild shot there. I probably could have come down with that and been a little bit more settled, but gets it to go nonetheless. 6-5 UNC on top.
Looks like each of these teams are mainly just trying to attack the basket. I don't think we've seen any threes yet.
Randall Althor picks that one off. I just ping the community again. This is too good a game for them to not be tuned into. Only got 15 people in the stream. Aldo Medici, no good as it rims in and out. Coach Mitch in the booth. Mitch. Happy to have you back, buddy. We missed you. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
I know you got other commitments, but we appreciate to have you in here today. Stafari, no good. Wide open look, not able to knock that down. Yeah, see, Webb, this is a bona fide top 5 matchup. It feels, you can feel the tightness on the court, just how there's like literally no room out there at all. Usually you see some room. I feel like they're going to have to, as Blaylock knocks it down. I think, Mitch, you're probably going to have to fight for every inch of open court space you can get in this one. These guys are tightening up on things.
Yeah, definitely, and I think a sort of grit and grind kind of game like this, I feel like it's going to be tough. If you go down early, it's going to be tough to come back.
Yeah, no doubt. 8-6 Miami up by 2. This is one of probably, like I said at the opening, probably going to be our best game. I would think one of our best matchups on the season, unless we saw like a Miami, Iowa, or something like that. But 1 versus 4 is, those don't come very often, especially in the same conference.
Yeah, this could definitely be a championship matchup we find later on in March Madness. Who knows?
Faux show, sir. Faux show. Malone in transition gets that to go. Hey, by the way, shout out to Big Dog there. Congrats. Just adopted another kid. Awesome stuff. So happy to hear that. Expanding your family, man. Like I said to you in Discord, always said you were an amazing guy in general, but like from everything I've ever heard and talked to you about being a dad, you're kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. 12-8 Miami up by 4. And also for anybody else that's listening, my boy Ray, they found his daughter last night. He said by the time he got where he needed to go, he said he found her in about 10 minutes. So happy, she was missing for several hours, so happy that he found her. Shout out to him and his family, and he was in my thoughts and prayers last night. I'm so glad that all worked out for him too. So gotta love our family here in the CSBA, man. Gotta love our family.
Yeah.
Step back three, no good. What are we gonna say there, Mitch?
I was going to say CDC and Butts are going to be big guys going off the bench for Miami. They have a lot of big threats.
Yeah, their
off the bench.
Bench is definitely deep. Marcus Thompson, rather. It's a little floater there. Tournette for 3. Bang! Josh Tournette from downtown. He's been killing it from beyond the arc. 50% from 3 this season. Offense is starting to pick up here a little bit now, Mitch.
Yeah, it has. Both of these benches more offensive.
CDC no good. Seymour Butts, though, throws it down. Now Cummings. Miami faithful up with the defense chant. Cross-court pass. Corner 3 from Carter. Bang! Steve Carter Jr. from downtown. The North Carolina offense starting to click up a level now.
Yeah, I feel like when UNC can get it going from deep, I think they're one of the most dangerous teams in the CSBA. I would say if they can get it going from 3, I think they are the most dangerous offense in the CSBA.
Yeah, they fill it up. Miami. One thing about Miami on the other side is that a lot of their game is on the interior with Butts and certainly with Wilton Malone and Randall Althor. Their game is very heavy interior, although they can fill it up from the outside, but they are just they're beast mode down low. So that's why this matchup, coming into this one I was looking forward to seeing how the two different style teams fare against each other. Fournette gonna get it again from the elbow for 3. This time rims out. That is the way we were going to end the first half. Shot will not count if it goes. It does not anyway. 19-14, you're watching CSB on Twitch. ACC action. We'll be right back. Oh, I missed. Jay Duncan had 2 blocks. I missed that. All right. And we're back here. 19-14. Good first quarter there by both these squads, Mitch.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's definitely a lot more spark to each team's offense once the bench units came in. I mean, UNC's three-point shooter started clicking, and from Miami, you have CDC and Butts looked impressed off the bench.
Thompson, bad alley-oop pass. Tournette's going to save that one after the deflection. We call that pass. Ala Merkin for 3. Bang! 19-17. So, C-Web just made a really good point. Randall Althor, is Luke Swoop going to get that one inside? But Althor leads Miami in scoring. He comes off the bench, averages 17 points a game off the bench, which is insane. What's up, Gates? Not a lot of movement here from North Carolina as they're slow to get into their offensive set. But Carter going to drive up underneath and good. Timeout Miami, 21-19.
And for UNC off the bench, Carter's been looking really good.
Yeah, he's averaging 13 points off the bench, which is insane too. Good bench play by both these squads. They're pretty deep. I will say coming into this game, this is what we're starting to kind of see here now, Mitch, is what I anticipated, not the slow start that we saw. And I think the defenses were very focused in early on the defensive end, but now the offense is starting to heat up.
Yeah.
Malone with the foul away from the play. I'm going to try to fast forward through the animations because I do need to be somewhere at 3. So if you don't see me, if you see me kind of flashing through quickly, that is the reason why. Trying to anyway. I'm not going to do it on every situation, but.
There's Carter once again.
No good. Cummings with the offensive board. Can't get the putback to go. Looked like Merker tried to keep it alive, but Malone ultimately comes down with it. Here's Aldo. Aldo Medici with a stutter step. Drives inside Seymour Buds. Foul by Alan Merkin, even though Grant Cummings had the block. So Butts to the line to shoot 2. Swoosh House in the house. What's up, fa? What's up, brother? Butts a solid player. Perfect from the free throw strike. Almost 15 points a game on the season. He is a stud.
Yeah, some of the starters check back in for UNC.
Well, the bench played well. They could. It's a 4-point lead. Maximus Jello for 3. No good as it rims out. He just got braces, so that's probably why he sounds a little different. Partially, anyway. Reverse layup, no good. Cummings up with the rebound. Mitch, I'm so happy to have you back, brother. We missed you. I missed you. I missed you a lot.
I enjoyed being in the booth.
Not gonna lie, I miss you in the booth. You're always
and it's always fun to call a game that's 2 top teams.
Yeah, for sure. Aldo Medici baseline. Jay is good, so Midi is good. 25-19, 6-point lead. Green. CJ Green with a step. Picked off there. Bad turnover. Aldo Medici going to come away with it. Numbers for Miami. He's going to take it himself with a deep 2 and gets it to go. Oh, they're going to call it a 3. He stepped back. Must have sat back just beyond the arc.
Yeah, I thought his foot wasn't long.
28-19, 9-point advantage for the Hurricanes here. UNC needs to flip the switch here as that the Hurricanes stepping it up here a little bit on the offensive end. Shea Duncan back in the ball game now. Substitutions by both teams. So we get some of the starters back in. Green will try to work it inside. CJ Green, so tough, Mitch.
Yeah, Green's the guy. I feel like we haven't seen much of him. I mean, yeah, the turnover earlier. Finally able to get something to go.
Medici blows right by 2 defenders and lays it in. Turning on the afterburners there. Aldo Medici's got 10 points here. Sophomore, Bam Bam, sophomore. We come in, progressions come in as sophomores. If they do not blue chip up by the end of the first season, they lose a year of eligibility. So there's that too. Luckily, you don't have that problem. You are a blue chip, my friend.
Yeah, and there's Medici once again. Not the 12.
The reason, and just so you know, is Jello going to fire up a 3, no good. The reason we do that with progressions is because we want guys to progress. If they're not here putting in the effort, they end up becoming, guys that end up staying on a roster for too long, or they ghost or whatever. So we want to be able to cycle out the people that are not going to be active here. So that's the reason why.
And Medici now up to 15 points for Miami.
Yeah, Medici's
UNC.
He's had a good game. We haven't seen this from Aldo at all this season. He's averaged about 7 points, but getting the starting nod here today, and it's been impressive, not going to lie. Still got a lot of time left in this game. They trail by 14. UNC a much tougher team than this right now. They've got a lot of time left to be played in this game. Too much talent on North Carolina side, but Aldo's looked solid. We still haven't yet to see Jay Duncan get activated, and here it is. CJ playing 2-man game with Jay.
The announcers jinx just as you say that he scored.
Oh, I mean that's always the case, Mitch. I feel like if you're paying attention to what goes on the court, you can kind of call out what's going to probably come Ooh, good active hands there. Stafarian gets a hand in. Jay Duncan ultimately comes away with the steal. Almost loses it. Almost had an over and back there, too. But, yeah, I mean, when you see these teams play, you know the guys that are going to be active in the offense. So, hard not to call that out. But Jay Duncan, we really haven't. I mean, the other piece to this, too, is Miami has been knocking down their shots. We have not seen North Carolina, get out in transition either, and that is where Jay Duncan absolutely feasts. So, I anticipate at some point we're going to start to see him step up his game here as this game continues to go on. But he's got an interesting matchup too. So, Jello knocks them both down. 10-point game. 29 in the stream. Appreciate y'all tuning in for what is anticipated to be the best matchup of the season, at least as of right now that we know about. Al Thor not able to get on track here yet. CJ Green does a triple team. They're going to get it out to Jello. 2:28 to go here, second quarter. Now Duncan doesn't like what he sees. Carter does, though, and he pulls the trigger on a quick three. Bang! (35-28) now. Randall Althor trying to back his way down. Good defense by CJ Green. North Carolina stepping it up here, Mitch.
Yeah.
And there it is. Like did I not say transition? Look what Jay Duncan just did.
Yeah, Jay Duncan isn't as tall for being a center, but he definitely uses his speed through transition, which is big for Miami. And then, guess I was about to say that after. Again.
Of course, that's always the way, right?
Green. Yeah.
Jello gonna get another Carter Jr. CJ Green trying to set a screen for him. Carter Jr. works his way inside, switches hands, and goes to the right. He says, "Do you know what time it is?" He taps his watch. It's Carter time. It's takeover time. Medici gonna go inside. The Althor mismatch there. Althor throws it up and in. 32-39. UNC up by 7. Illegal screen away from the play. Jay Duncan doesn't like the call, but substitutions in. 1:12 to go here, second quarter. Medici now to Althor. Althor can't get it to go. Gets the follow though. That is the one thing about Althor, Mitch, is he's so tenacious.
Yeah, I think that's like 6 straight points in Althor. Past few possessions, it's been all Althor from Miami.
Duncan in the low post, gonna kick it out. Carter for 3, no good. Rims in and out. That was a good, clean look for Carter though.
Yeah.
Pass inside to Althor, kicks it outside and out of bounds as Medici ran out of bounds for some strange reason. He was out of bounds when Althor kicked it out, but couldn't get back in time.
Maybe he was running so fast that he couldn't stop himself.
Yeah, it might have been. So turnover for Miami. Carter again for 3. This time not, and this time same result. And 2 good clean looks. Carter not able to knock it down.
Yeah, he almost seems sometimes like he's better at shooting those contested threes than the wide open ones.
Sometimes these guys hanker for a little competition. War Monkey Gaming, appreciate that follow, my friend. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize King Maximus, you cheered with bits before. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate y'all hanging in. Free throw up and good. 29 up in the stream. 42-32, 10-point advantage to see if North Carolina can grab a bucket here before the half, Mitch.
Yeah, that'd be huge for momentum. Swing into third quarter.
Looks like Tornette's going to go to the wing. They're going to get it to him. He's going to have to fire it up. CDC in his face. He's going to pull the trigger for 2. Can't get it to go. So 42-32. Miami up by 10 at the half. Watching CSBA on Twitch. CSBA halftime show about to come up here. Mitch going to walk us through what we saw in that first half. Mitch, talk to me a little bit.
You know, the first quarter, I mean, just the size of the first quarter, it seemed like it was pretty much all defense for each team, and sort of as the bench units for both teams stepped in both the offensive side clicking. UNC got some threes to go. Medici was killing it from deep. He was a big guy for Miami coming off the bench. And for UNC, a big guy was Steve Carter. He hit a couple threes early on, and then as we got closer to the end of the second quarter, he missed 2 straight wide open shots, where in those 2 shots, Miami should have created a lead, and now they're back to a 10-point lead as we head into the third quarter. I feel like there's definitely still a chance that Miami can get back into this game, but it's going to be tough against #1 seed UNC, defending champs.
Yeah, North Carolina, I think in this particular case, just needs to get a little bit more higher efficient shots right now. I think we're relying a little bit on the 3 too much, but we'll see how it all plays out. Let's take a look at the high man here at the half. That's going to be Aldo Amici.
Not a surprise.
He's got 15. So 42-32. Miami up by 10. North Carolina going to start out with the ball here in the second half to see if they can. You know, if they would have scored before the half and then got the ball in the second half, it would have been an opportunity for a nice little swing. Jello for 3, though. Lamont Jello.
Jello's been huge for UNC all season.
Althor. CJ Green, backdoor alley-oop for Duncan. Off the mark. Alright, I'll have to do it after the stream. Althor inside. Ooh, Duncan get called for goaltending, but either way, the ball went in anyway.
Yeah.
Green, backdoor pass to Stafarian, blows the left-handed layup, felling the pressure of Aldo Medici. They should. Backdoor alley-oop to Yoshi Medici. We haven't really said Yoshi.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. That's the first bucket of the game. But not too late to get going for Miami. They're up to a 13-point lead now.
Jello, deep 3, no good. North Carolina, too many big droughts right now. Down trail by 13. Sleepy Blaylock going to drive on Jello, gets inside to Althor. They get the double team now out at him. Duncan to Medici, Medici to Blaylock. Thor been such a presence for this Miami team, trying to post up in the down low against Tucker Quirk. Duncan challenges and the shot still falls. Even the contested ones are going down for Miami right now.
Yeah. She has back-to-back buckets for Miami. Timeout UNC. UNC hoping to get something going, some momentum, because that's what they need right now.
Yeah, right.
Seems like it's all Miami.
I would say Miami, a team right now that, Miami, a team right now is just on a date with destiny. The way they've been playing, could we see back-to-back opportunities? We'll have to wait and see.
Duncan able to get it to go. Just like that, timeout Miami.
So 50 to 37, 5:33 to go here.
Miami must have not liked whatever UNC's adjustments were.
M. Duncan for 2 is good.
Miami's shooting 59%. Crazy, because earlier I think they were shooting like 27% in the first quarter.
Counted and one is CJ Green. Gonna go to the line.
That was an impressive dunk from Green.
Substitutions here. .5-point lead for Miami. North Carolina's got to dig in here. They got to get some stops. Maybe get a few chances in the baskets, and that's going to help getting picks there. But Jello's not going to push the pace here. Going to try to set up for a good play here. Mises Jr. rather gets fouled by Seymour Butts. So the walk-on going to go to the line and shoot 2. Mises Jr.
Gets the first.
Can't get the second to go there. They trail by 11. Hard screen there between that. I got the mismatch of Stafarian having the guard Butts in the low post. 4 on the shot clock. Let's see what happens here. They're going to get it to Butts in time. Will Butts get a shot off? It does. Fadeaway J is good.
I don't know why they waited so long to make that pass.
I don't either. It's like Fournette going to get it over to Mises. Mises going to drive with the left hand, kicks it outside to Fournette. Fournette lucky to save that one before it didn't go out of bounds. Now he's going to drive. Blaylock all over him. Shot clock winding down. Now Mises again from the elbow. No good as Butts comes down with the rebound. Blaylock being hounded by Fournette. Double team comes. Jumper along the baseline. No good. Is good defense there by Josh Fournette trying to close that out. This bench unit struggling right now, or I think this might be the start. This is a mix of the bench and starters. Pass inside to Thompson. Marcus Thompson. Good job by Mises. Look outlet pass. Alamerkin gets a step, throws it down. Alamerkin. Tez saying, that's some smack talk there. No good there by CDC. Tez saying Butts probably the worst player in the league. I don't agree, sir. That's some smack talk if I ever heard some. Oh, there's Stafarian.
Thompson able to get it in transition.
Some smack. They're trying to get in his head, Tez. I know you are. Trying to get in his kitchen. 56-43. Exactly. Mises. Gonna drive, foul. Hard foul there by Seymour Butts. As Mises gonna go tumble into. Fair, totally fair. He said however he can get him to miss.
It worked there because he fouled his defender. Or fouled UNC's guy.
Mises only able to get 1 of 2 there, 12-point lead. Butts forced to pick up his dribble, now gets over to Malone, back to CDC. Now over to Marcus Thompson. Thompson's been having a good game, stepping it up here a little bit. Good defense here by North Carolina, and they get bailed out with a foul. Shot clock was winding down. Good defense there by North Carolina. Unfortunately, get tagged with the foul there, Mitch. Thompson pull-up jumper, no good. Quick outlet pass to Mises Jr. Mises Jr. going to drive. He gets fouled. Mises is making an effort to get to the free throw line here, Mitch.
Yeah, definitely. He's been really aggressive. Tez says, I already dunked on throw it. You're next, big bro.
Mises knocks them both down, so 10-point game. This is kind of where we've been hovering at. Swoot. He's going to try to drive baseline. Good defense there. Josh Tornett with the foul. He doesn't like the call. Waves at the referee, but either way, Swoot to the line to shoot two. Knocks down the first. Substitutions in. Swoot knocks them both down. Oh, you're having wings there, Taz? I'm jelly. I haven't even had lunch yet. Grant Cummings thought about the three now. Going to try to back his way down and gives it back out to Carter. Carter over to Mises. Now over to Merkin. Merkin looking to take Butts one-on-one. He's going to drive. Foul. Oh, they're going to call goaltending. Excuse me, on Seymour Butts. I think he touched it while it was on the rim.
And we have had goaltending now 2 times, and both of the time the basket went in anyways.
Yeah, for sure. Seymour, I think, touched it while it was on the rim, though. That 7-3 frame, hard not to go up. Pass inside. Luke Swoot wide open, throws it down. Pass over to Jello from the elbow. Rainbow, good. So back to a 10-point game. It's kind of where we've been hanging around, Mitch. The 10-12 mark.
Yeah.
Backdoor cut. Butts has to lean back. Throws it up off the glass. Acrobatic opportunity here. Now North Carolina can hold for one if they want to.
Yeah, and just as UNC looks like they're getting some momentum, Miami strikes back.
0.6 difference between shot and game clock, so they're going to hold for one here. And Aldo Medici is all over Steve Carter Jr. right now. Carter trying to dance away. He's going to pull up top of the key. Can't get it to go. Yoshi Medici up the rebound and gets it away. Good if it goes off the side rim. No good. So 62-50. Miami, the #1 seed, leading the #4 seed here. You're watching CSB on Twitch. We're back. It's like fourth quarter coming your way. Get those fours up and stream chat. All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter, you're coming here. 62-50. Yeah, Jar. He's the Kristaps Porzingis arc. They have him playing the power forward. Yeah, it's crazy. Carter coming up with a steal. He's gonna go coast to coast, lays that one in. But yeah, they have him. No, I mean it's not cheating. You're allowed to play one up, one down. That is part of the rules in the CSBA. You're allowed to. But
Duke
yeah,
had some 6 and 2 for us at power forward a lot of the time last season.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yoshi Medici with the put back to 12. Hey, listen, we have teams that have 4 centers. They have no choice but to play 2 of them at the power forward. So, protest this game. I love you, Jar. You're too funny. Al Thor kicks that side out to Swoot. Swoot. Jello all over him. Forced to pick up his dribble. Medici for 2, no good. Duncan up with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to CJ Green. CJ Green says, "Get out of my way, Luke Swoot."
Wow, that was a big dunk.
Swoot trying to lay there, playing the flop game, seeing if he could get the call for an offensive. This is the CSBA. We do not have charging violations, unfortunately. Damn glitch in the game because, although I think he was in the restricted area anyway, but.
What's the glitch?
The glitch is that there's no charges. It won't. I have it maxed at 100, and we never see a offensive charge. I don't know why. Jello can't finish theirs. By the way, this is a 7-point game right now. If they finally got it under 10.
Yeah. UNC coming back at the right time.
They actually had a chance before on that last possession to cut it to 5, but blew the opportunity in the interior. Medici could go inside. Good defensive hands for Jello, and Al Thor has to just fling it at the basket so they don't get a shot clock violation. Good defense there by North Carolina. Jello fade away. That's good. 2, though. They're going to call it a 2. The ref pointed to the line immediately.
Now 5-point game. 5 minutes to go.
So North Carolina very much in this game. 64-59. Jello, known to be that guy. He is a killer from downtown. 60% three-point shooter on the season. Averaging 20 a game, so definitely one of North Carolina's top dogs. Medici for 3, no good. Aldo had a good clean look though there, Mitch. Duncan sees part, lays it up and in. That's the guy that I expected to see out in transition. It's a 3-point ball game.
Yeah. Any team's game at this point has UNC's looked really strong in this 4th quarter.
Blaylock. Green says, "Get out of town." Great defensive efforts there. Backdoor cut. Quirk, and it's a 1-point game. Here comes North Carolina, 13-2.
Wow.
You don't see that happen on Miami. You don't see that happen on Miami a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
This goes to show you what kind of team UNC is. They don't go quietly into the good night. Fadeaway baseline jumper is no good. I thought that was going to fall there for Blaylock.
And UNC is a score away from taking the lead.
So now, question, Mitch, for you: If UNC is a hypothetical foul on the play there by Thor, his 3rd. If UNC wins this game and they sit as a number 4 seed, do they bypass 2 other teams and go to the top of the board for taking down Miami in the rankings?
I think that's going to be looking at teams Iowa and Kentucky. I feel like they both played well, but being a number 1 team, I would say yes. I feel like they deserve the number 1 seed since they're undefeated as well. I mean, it's definitely close between the 2, 3, and 4 seeds. I mean, they're all undefeated. I mean, if UNC can get a big one being undefeated as well, I'd say give it to them. What do you think?
You know what? It's such a catch-22. You know, when I say catch-22, just it's tough to say because the coaches have been so all over the place this season with the rankings. So and in a good way, not in a bad. Like that's not a knock. I have not been able to predict how they've been voting. So we all look at things a lot differently. In my opinion, you know, North Carolina would sit at 4-0. They had a nice pass inside, counted in 1, and UNC has come back and taken the lead.
Is catch 22 your new favorite phrase?
What's that?
Is catch 22 your new favorite phrase?
No, I've been using that for a long time. But it's a tough decision because in my mind, Miami, with the number 1 seed, nobody's really been able to touch them at all this season and last season. So a win in my book puts them ahead at the number 1 spot. But you do have other teams that are sitting at 2 and 3 that might say, well, why not us? But nobody has taken down Miami, so in my opinion, it would be deserving from that perspective. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, those guys make the decisions. You know, we have a large group that's voting for it, so.
Nice defense from UNC there. Yeah, up to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, and then Green.
Green again. I feel like that Green and Duncan both having takeover helps them a lot as well. Because down the stretch, I mean, your top guy having takeover can have a big impact on things.
Time out of the court, 72-66. Let's look at the Jordan Brand player of the game. Going to be Jay Duncan. So not a bad player to be highlighted there for UNC. He's stepped it up here in the second half for sure.
Big steal from Jello.
Green now, 2:33 to go. Backdoor cut by Jello, throws it down, and the UNC offense right now are clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, it seems like they're getting a lot of good looks, and all their looks are going in.
Althor lays that one in.
24-6 in the past 5 minutes. Jello.
Three-pointer bang, and Miami now trailing by 9 as the UNC on a crazy run right now. 24-6 is insane. You don't see that happen very often. Backdoor alley-oop to Althor. Got to start going back to the well to go to the guys that got you this #1 seeding the way they've been, and that's exactly what they do. Althor averaging 17 on the season. He's got 16 now.
Yeah, Miami needs to stop here. Or at least can't let him have a 3. And that's what they do.
Nice big turnover there. Althor going to go coast to coast. Got challenged, though. I think he wanted the dunk that was forced to pull up. CJ Green, and don't look now, it's a 9-point lead.
That could be the game-sealing dunk.
Yeah, it could be a dagger. 1:12 to go.
8 for 9, 20 points.
Miami not generally a team that likes to shoot a ton of three-pointers as Al Thorpe takes that. But 1:02 to go. Here, 7-point lead. Yeah, Stafari going to walk it up.
Sail ball game.
Duncan can't make that one. That's what the doctor ordered for Miami. See if they can take advantage here. Duncan going to pull up for 2. I would have liked him to take the 3 there. They needed the 3. Not able to get it. Duncan, though, in transition, and he's been the player of the game, and rightfully so. CJ Green hooking him up. 9-point lead now.
Yeah, I'd say that's game now. Hats off to UNC for their performance and taking down Miami. I mean, down 10 at halftime. Not looking good for them.
Yeah, now that's going to seal it.
They was able to come back.
Medici not able to knock that down, so that is going to end it here. 81-72. Down goes Miami. Solid performance by North Carolina. They win this one by 9. A good comeback, too, because they were trailing by 10 for a while. But put together a good fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the post-game stats. I gotta push through this. I apologize to everybody. I can't go through the highlights. I gotta leave here in my house in 20 minutes. North Carolina wins this one, 81-72. Anything that jumps off the page here for you, Mitch?
All these things are pretty close. Oh, UNC with 5 blocks. That's big.
I would say the one thing that jumps out for me is Miami doesn't, and this is part of Miami's, they're not a team that lives beyond the 3-point line a lot, but 10 less attempts from three. I mean, 4 3-pointers more for North Carolina. That's 12 points. Shave that off, or you add that to the other side, or just shave it off. I think it has Miami ahead. Miami didn't play bad in this one. Actually, they led by 15. There was their biggest lead, but a 1 versus 4 matchup, you expect a little bit. You expect a little bit of a back and forth. We saw that here. Looking at the second half, I mean, North Carolina shot 70%. They were red hot and made some adjustments at the half. A big reason why, as you look at the first half, Miami on the other side shot 53%. So had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. I mean, North Carolina just dominated 31-10, 81% from the field. So they finished out.
Yeah,
they
that's
finished
the
out
difference
strong.
right there.
Yeah, I mean, they won the second half by 19. They win this game by 9. So crazy tale of two halves. Expected to see. It's weird how it kind of unfolded, but I expected this game to be close and I expected both teams to have some success. So it's interesting. Crazy box score there. Let's go through it. Randall Althor continues to be crazy good. Does shoot a little bit of inefficiency. 9 of 20 shots by Randall Althor. That's crazy. But he did finish with 18 points, 3 rebounds, assists, 2 steals. Aldo Medici, 15 and 9, 6 of 11. Seymour Butts, 8, 5 and 1. Again, I'm sorry I have to fly through this. Luke Swoot, 7 and 2. Yoshi Medici, 6 points, 10 boards, 3 of 4 from the field. Marcus Thompson, 6 points, a rebound, assist, a steal on 3 of 5. Did have 2 turnovers. Very, very quiet game for CDC. Coming in, averaging 13.7. Only had 5 points in this one. 2 assists on 2 of 6. Sleepy Blaylock, 3 points, a rebound, 3 assists, and a steal. Him Duncan, extremely quiet, 2 1-1 on 1 of 3. And Wilt Malone, 2 and 7. Sorry, I didn't mean to go that. Can you take us through North Carolina here, Mitch?
North Carolina, CJ Green. He's been. I've been talking about the matchup to watch before the game. CJ Green and Randall Althor. Randall Althor, despite being the leading scorer, Randall Althor was 9 for 20, so he wasn't as efficient. But CJ Green, 20 points, and he was 8 for 9, so very efficient. Jay Duncan, double with 2 blocks as well. He did a massive game. Jello, 14 points, 5 for 10. Solid night for him. Wasn't his best night, but he stayed solid. Carter had an impressive night as well. Missed a couple wide open shots, but still.
Yeah, imagine if he knocks down those 2 threes that he had that were wide open. That's another 6 points to his total.
Merkin with 7, Tornette with 5, and
Tucker
Quirk with 4, Mazes Jr. with 4, and the cap it off, Stefarion, 0 points, 0 for 5. Oh, and then Cummings as well.
Yeah, Cummings finished with 6 boards, 2 assists. Didn't get a lot of production from the bottom of the lineup, and you could see that they were top heavy between Green, Duncan, Jello, and Carter. So that is what propelled them to the W here. Good job by North Carolina taking down Miami, 81-72. Mitch, any party words before we head off?
Great game from both teams, and congrats to UNC. And good to be back in the booth.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you for jumping in. CSBA, we'll see you guys on Monday. I get the schedule posted over the weekend. We'll see you guys. Happy birthday to Glass and happy birthday to Dickie tomorrow. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on Monday. CSBA out. Peace.